So guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Is of the precious family. You're welcome. You have missed me so long. I know. I am so sorry. I'm back again. So I got a comment from my Facebook page. If you're not following me on Facebook, yeah, rush, go and follow me. Of the precious family page on Facebook. So someone asked me and was like, Precious, please, we want to know a child that grew up with her grandparents, what are the benefits and what are those things that can damage those children? And I was like, oh my god, this question. But yeah, I must answer it. Do you know there are some children that are being raised by their grandparents? Yes, I've seen a lot of them that was being raised by their grandparents. The reason I don't know, because for you leaving your child to your mom or your dad, there must be a reason. So maybe something happened and you have to leave them. But please, if you're leaving them, don't leave them for a very long time. When you're balanced, when you're capable, don't let it be long. Please go and take those children. They need their parents. They need their parental love. I grew up with my parents, not with my grandparents. My grandparents were there. I used to go visit them often and come back and playing with them, being around them. I found out that grandparents are those people that have soft mind. They love with their grandchildren with their hearts. They prefer to go through some stuffs than you. Like, they have this soft mind. They can't do anything. They can't stand when you are being hurt. They even partially cry when you are crying. They feel for you. They go extra mile to make you happy. They can do a lot just to make sure that you are smiling. That is grandparents for sure. They give out love. They tell you stories. In fact, when you are staying with them, they will tell you stories. They will tell you what happened, what happened when she was born, what the mother and father, what happened between your mother. A lot of stories, So that is what they give. But when it comes to parenting, there are possible things that are drawbacks when you're being raised by your grandparents. And number one is they are too soft, they are too kind, so they can't discipline you. Your grandparents cannot just a 12 years old child get cane and start flogging you. It's not possible. They can't even do anything you tell them. You go out, you come back around 10 o'clock and they ask you, maybe they are worried and they were looking for you all over, and they see you and they start asking you, where have you been? And you just cook up a story and tell them. They will believe you. They will just hug you and bring you inside, get you food and all those things to eat. So grandparents doesn't discipline their children. They don't have the mind. So you can't compare it with your parents. That what are you talking about? Like, they will dialogue with you. They will, what do you mean that you do this? Okay, can we go there? My mother will say, let us go there. Let me know if you are there, But my grandparents, in fact, when I was growing up, my brother would do something, he would run to my grandmother's house. My grandmother will see every big thing that he has done. He will see it as a small thing. So my grandmother will take out her walking stick and say, let us go to your house. And you will talk to my parents. It will be like, what is that? What is this my child do? Don't touch them. This one, that one. And with that, they will not, even with that, my father will not touch you. And even my father warned us, never, if you do anything, never run to my grandmother, because next time you try it, you will do this one, do that. So grandmother, they can't discipline you. That is one thing. They can't discipline you. And with that, you don't know your boundary. They don't tell you this is your boundary. You can do anything you want. And do you know that a lot of people, a lot of children are going through a lot of emotional problem because of staying with being raised by their grandparents? I've seen a lot of children that have been molested because they were raised by their grandparents. This person told me that he has been disvirgin as a child of 8 years old in his grandparents' house. Because why? The grandparents will always go to work and she goes to school. When you come back, take your food in the kitchen, you get, and eat your food. Wait for me, I will be back. And this child will be waiting for mama, be playing around, and this brother by the side and sister and all that, we just come to the child. Yeah, this one start getting the child something, start attracting these children, and from there they will deceive this child. So a lot of them are going through emotional trauma. A lot of them are going through problem. A lot of them, their relationships are not good. You will see them go through relationship and they will be like, they will start having problems. They don't know what they are doing. So when this girl came to me and was talking to me about all these things, I tried to find out what is the problem, like where is this problem coming out from. And I found that it started from the small. And when you are not able to handle those days, when you're not able to take care or handle those time, then it will be impossible for you to move on. A lot of things happen. So I told her we are going back down there to your 8 years old self, and we're going to address it. When we finish addressing it, you start getting healing. So when you start getting healing, after your healing, you will start seeing yourself as a new person. See yourself for who you want to be, not what you are at that moment. A lot of parents, a lot of people are going through some stress and some problem, not because of what they are doing now, but because of what they have been through before. So you find out that you being raised by your grandparents, it caused a lot of drawbacks. You understand? Possibly it caused a lot of drawbacks. And these are our grandparents, the emotional gaps. These are grandparents cannot give us those emotional gaps. They don't understand your emotions. They don't understand how you feel. When you're trying to tell them, mama, this and that, they don't get it. You understand? They don't get it. It's not their fault, because they are being raised in different time. So their time was outdated to compare with a modern child now. You know, that time when your mother told you, when your mother tell you, don't do this and that, they will not do it. They will obey. But this modern time, when you tell your child, don't do this, he will ask why. Why won't I do it? But those days, those children don't even say anything. So you see, there is different gaps between them. And these, our grandparents cannot feel it. You get. So a lot of things are going on. Sometimes somebody was telling me something about somebody, and when I was listening to those things, I found out that this person have a problem. She might not understand that she have a problem. She might still be living life like, yeah, this is me, this is my life, and this is, but without knowing that there is a problem. In her relationship, she was having, it was a big mess. Her relationship was zero. She never knew, she never understand that what she's doing is wrong. She never understand that this thing, the way I handle these things, the way I see men, she see every man as sweet. When you say I love you, she's already out of the moon. She wants to be there. She wants you to do this and that. You understand? I understand that maybe she never got that from her parents. Maybe she never got that from her family. Maybe she was raised by someone else who doesn't care. Not just grandparents, a lot of people doesn't care, and when you are being raised by those kind of people, you will see that you have a lot of a lot of mixed up somewhere while growing up. When you get older, you have a lot of questions that you want somebody to answer and nobody is answering. You want to talk to somebody, nobody is there to listen. You want something to be expressed to you very well in your own understanding, but nobody to do that. Because one thing is for you to talk, another thing is if this person you're talking to understand. A lot of people don't understand. You understand? So growing up with your grandparents, it caused a lot of drawbacks, a lot. So let me tell you this story I was telling you before. This lady, I now asked her, why didn't you talk to your grandmother? You see, I cannot talk to her. I don't know why, but I cannot talk to her. But yes, I understand very well. When my grandmother was alive, there are things I can't share with her. Because to me, what would she tell me? You understand? There are things I can't share to her. Even though my parents were there, and there were even things I can't share to them because maybe they were not that open to me, maybe they were not that, they were not, that is why we always advise parents of these days to be open to your child. Have a conversation, have a comment where you can't judge them. You don't judge them. Mommy, I did this, don't judge them. Just tell them what to do. Tell them, okay, it's okay that you've done it, it's been done now, but if in case you have done it this way and this way, it will have been better, but it's okay. Now you have passed a message that this is not right, but this would have been right. Next time the child would think more and be able to make the right decisions and right choices. When your grandparents is the one raising you, or someone else that are not your parents are the ones raising you, just know that that child will be missing the parents, the absence of the parents, the absence of the parents. They will be missing the parents, and when you are missing your parents, the child will be sad, the child will not be happy, the child will not be, emotionally he's sad, he's not happy, because he misses the parents. He wants to be with them, but because of one reason or the other, he's not there with them. The child will feel abandoned, which can affect their self-esteem. The self-esteem of your child can be affected by you allowing another person to raise your children. Their self-esteem will be affected because they can't raise the child the way you would have raised the child. You understand? So a lot of things will not go well. And the last one is the grandparents might be too protective and never let the child explore, like going out to places. When I was growing up, the only play that I play with my grandmother is ncho. If you know ncho, I don't know, these seed things that they play. I play that game. I play Rido game. Rido, I don't know if you guys know it, but yeah, that is the only thing I play with my grandmother. So that child will not explore means that my grandmother is not going to park with you, is not going to Mr. Biggs with you, is not going, like, where are you going when you are living in the village? Where is your grandmother? You understand? I'm not talking about here in Germany. I'm talking about my grandmother then you get in Obosi, in my land. There are things that she cannot do, and there are things that she cannot say. Maybe she will see it awkward, but there are things she can't say. When you are being trained by someone that is not your parents, a lot of things happen. I decided to answer, I'm seeing Bean, so that's why I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't come to me. So some people can raise people that are not their children very well. Some people can raise them very well, yes, but there are a lot of people that are finding it very difficult to raise their children. Please be a parent to not just your biological children, but to every child around you, to everybody around you. Be a parent to them. Talk to them as if you're talking. There are a lot of people that when they see other people's children, they start talking to them anyhow, start behaving somehow to them. But just be a parent to every child around you. So now, with all these few points of mine, I've been able to explain the benefits of being raised by your grandparents and some drawbacks that child will get. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment on the comment section, subscribe to our channel, follow this page, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to drop your question. If you have any question about children, about marriage, about a relationship, just drop it down on the comment section and I will come and answer it. So this time I'm going to be more often in this blue app. Thank you. I love you. Ciao.